You were driving a truck for your brother.
This crazy trip, this was the first time ever.
The family business put her behind the wheel.
Your brother was not satisfied with the productivity.
You get paid for what you do.
But his sister drives a hard bargain.
He owes me $1,100 based on the work I had done before.
The only reason why I offered to even give her anything is because she's my sister.
What we're going to do is we're going to make all this pleasant.
This is Judge Judy.
Miss Brownell, this is your brother.
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
I am 42. He's 7 years younger than me.
Did you used to get along?
Yes, we were actually very close.
When did you stop getting along?
With this incident, actually.
Well, that's too bad.
I agree.
I agree.
Do you agree?
Yes.
So let's see if we can resolve it so that go and have a nice Thanksgiving.
I agree.
Do you?
Very much so.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you were driving a truck for your brother.
Yes,
That's your business?
That's correct.
Where were you driving to and from? Because it's your claim that he owes you for wages.
Yes.
That's you. What was this particular route that you were taking?
This was actually the first time it was a route that was stopping in multiple places. And so it had me, I think we started somewhere in Jersey and ended up in Maryland.
And you've worked for your brother before?
Yes.
What was your arrangement with him financially? Were you being paid by the week or by the trip?
So it changed. Initially, it was supposed to be a flat rate, and then ultimately, after we had a falling out and my mother kind of mediated between us, and I decided not to quit, we had determined at that point that it would go by miles.
So this trip that you took that's in question
Yes.
was a trip by miles?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much were you supposed to receive per mile?
30 cents.
So far, Mr. Brown, your mother was a mediator and came up with 30 cents a mile?
She was the mediator in terms of taking her off of salary. The issue was when your salary, your productivity may not be where it should be because you get paid the same regardless. So putting her mileage, you get paid for what you do.
Okay, now, on this last trip that you took, where you were being paid by miles, how many miles did you drive?
Well, when he took the truck, most of my information, like my trip mileage, paperwork, everything was there. All of my stuff was there. So I only have these which were sent by his wife, and they haven't been fully calculated, but I have them if you'd like to see them.
Well, I'm not calculating them. If I was going into calculation and math and science, I would have been a physician. Math isn't my thing. How many miles? You're working something out on the calculator, Mr. Brown?
No, but I can.
Well, what are you doing on your phone?
I was trying to pull up the actual load that she's speaking of, and it would tell me a breakdown. But the actual
miles
miles was just about 560 with everything. With all the stops included, it would be on that particular load. However, she has another load outside of that she's missing. When she came back out off of her home time.
Just a second.
Sure.
560.
Right. I would say total 560 plus the other 300
So let's
miles.
start out with 560.
Mm-hmm.
560 times 0.30 equals, is that $168?
Just about.
So that's on one load.
That's on one load.
168.
But she had a load prior to that as well.
And
that
where
load
was that?
had 460 miles plus 120 deadhead, so let's say another 600 miles up. Now, the multiple stop load she had about 14 stops, sorry.
So altogether, about $356.
Right, but she also had multiple stops, and it was about 15 stops total. She gets paid for every stop in between the first and the last, so another $10 per stop, another $130 on top of that.
Over what period of time?
This was just when she just came back from her vacation.
Okay, so over what period of time? A day, 2 days, 3 days?
This was
5
over
2 days, because it was from the...
It was supposed to be.
Well, this had me starting at the 20th, and it ended when he took the truck on the 24th.
Was it the 20th to the 24th? Is that what we're talking about? 4 days?
Yes, I believe so.
So $480 for either 3.5 or 4 days, depending upon when you picked up the truck and when he took it back. And Mr. Brown, what we're going to do is we're going to make all this pleasant.
Of course.
See, I'm not getting into any fights. It's not my idea of what we should do here.
Fair enough.
Did you pay her the $480?
No. Okay. I offered to pay her the $480, even though everything went the way it went. She doesn't want $480. She wants $1,900 because she left pills in the truck and she was abandoned and distressed.
No. I'm just talking about the $480.
Right. The reason why she didn't get paid the $480 initially was because she cost me a whole lot more money than what she actually made.